Ladies and gents, good evening. How are you all? I'm here. I'm alive. Oh, crikey. Oh, it's been a bit busy to say the least. Never mind my head falling off a bit, but there we go. But yeah, recouping bit by bit, and finally we've got a Sunday night spread back on. And Cole's here. Cole's all logged in properly. No hassles. I'll get him on in a minute. But wait while you see House is sat in. I'm clearly paying him too well. Anyway, let's get him here. Now then,
Boom.
Cole.
Good evening.
That's some estate you've got there, mate.
Yeah, it's my holiday apartment, Rick. Oh, I've got turn up in next week.
Wow.
I'm in Bahamas.
I don't know what's more impressive, the backdrop or the fact you've managed to figure that out and get it on, Cole. I'm not going to lie.
Probably both. and I've dug my retro England shirt. Getting warmed up for Wednesday.
I should have got my Brazil one out. There we go.
Yeah, hey, Brazil's where they are.
Mickey's asking you if this is final move, Cole. Mickey, you can't go asking Cole big questions like that. There we go. So I hope you've all had a good Sunday. You've been in steady away, Cole, ready for another week of madness?
Yes, very much so. I mean, we've had a busy week as usual.
Yeah.
Lots to look forward to, lots to be done. But I enjoyed it last week, Rick. Yeah, especially when doing photography ready for a spread tonight.
But then we're only a week away. We've managed to find 2 more victims to join the nut house, haven't we? The loony asylum.
They don't know what they're in for, do they?
Cannot wait. So, ladies and gents, obviously the main part I have done a new view for tonight. Oh, he said that. Oh, no, it's not working. There we go. Yes, so the auction, we of course have some absolutely cracking lots. There's some fantastic battles going on already. I've got this up because a few people who just follow on YouTube did mention it'd be nice to have some context when we're talking about fish. So I've got this one here. Lots of different lots in there, including the growing on this week as well. And then, of course, if you've seen the video, my very, very Cole's choice as well. That super special golden corn right there. You weren't very kind to me there, Cole, were you?
Oh, yeah, no doubt you lost some sleep, Rick. But, you know, if we want to put something up that's unique and highly unusual,
unbelievable that
fits the bill.
And then the one, all right, I'd say it's been very, very competitive so far. But one that's starting to stress me out a bit is this Sakai Sankey. Just one bid, the opening bid so far at 500, and that including growing through to Sansai. Yeah, come on, guys, come on. That's nuts right now, and I think it's £10 increments on that, so you can come along and get yourself in the lead for a tenner on that one. So if you are joining us on YouTube and you'd like to take part, what I'm going to show you, look, this might mess up, but when you're on the site, you can use the QR code above to register, get yourself over. And if you want what I consider to be the best experience that we're building out, you can get yourself on the site, and through the browser, you can access the live chat. Everybody is in there, look, and you can also, I'll not play it because it'll muck the sound up, have the live stream. So all in one window, look. You can have that. You can have the live stream running while you browse through all the pages, and it's continuous, look. If you click through, how cool is that? So you never lose the live stream, never lose your spot. You can move that around. It says, look, there we go. Have that wherever you want it. How cool is that? So all there on one device, and you don't miss any of the action, and you can follow along with it all. Blows Cole's mind, this stuff, doesn't it?
It changes every day, Rick. That is phenomenal.
So I'm not sure you've seen that working, have you?
I just have.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you just have sound. Right, let me shut that one down. And someone asking in the chat, Sankey, what do you expect in the growing? I expect to raise that fish even bigger and better than it is now. I think that's a fair assessment on that one because, as you guys know, absolute maximum effort on every fish we've got growing. So, yeah.
I think a lot of people took on board what you were saying, Rick. You know, some at Tosai, which they'll actually buy in Nisai. They've really took that on board. And what we can show is what's been grown on as Nisai. They can start and appreciate and accept what they're actually buying. And I think there's evidence of that this evening.
Yeah, and everyone's seen the results by now. I don't think it really needs any level of justification. I think just about every grow on event, whatnot, where we've been with estimates and stuff are pretty much bang on because it is, yeah, as much as I don't really talk of sweet science very much, I know what I can do with the ponds. So there we have it. And just the last bit, each lot has got the anti-snipe. Let me just bring that back on a minute, actually. Anti-snipe on. So on this one, as you can see, when you go in, you can set a max bid. So auto bid, we call it. So it'll bid on your behalf. But we've also got here, look, the extension. So the anti-snipe is on. So if you bid within the last 3 minutes, which it's moving into, it will add another 3 minutes on, which makes for some very good fun. And the last one you need to be aware of probably is the fact we have at 7:50. We've got our sprint auctions, and I've got some. There's two in there called it a bit cheeky. So the sprint auctions are the ones that come on. They're only for 5 minutes each one. There's no max bid, no auto bid, no anything. It's just a straight shootout to the last 5 minutes, and each of the 5 lots has a very, very low starting bid and just £1 increments. So you can go for it. That's the one. That's the one. On that, did you see that shambles of boxing last night, Cole?
No, I missed it. What have I missed?
Oh, I didn't. I watched it this morning with that Misfits boxing thing on DAZN. It was absolute shite. Shocking. It's all that influencer boxing and.
It's time for a shit, Rick.
Hey, if we come to that, I'm having the Irishman. So what's your favourite lot in this one tonight then, Cole? Or which one do you think sat a bit too generous in it, a bit too keen?
That Oya Metallic Asagi. When that's just Kanoko's just starting to come up on that.
You noticed it actually as well, didn't you? Yeah. I was a bit busy working away.
It's just a blush. Yeah, it's just a blush. And if we were listing this in, say, September, the transformation is going to be awesome. Yeah,
it's blown my mind what the big ones inside have done, from being pure white to fully red patterned. Way more than I was ever expecting, and it's come up so fast in there as well, as you've seen. And that golden corn as well.
Well, that speaks for itself, doesn't it?
In fact, we should probably. I'm going to leave this on here for a minute. Stop prattling around. We should have a. Oh, here we go. Closer look at that, shouldn't we? So we are in. Look at that. Look, last 30 seconds on the Ginrin Aragoke. There's been a right old battle on that one. I'll tell you what I think sat good value at the minute. That Ginrin Kohaku as well. And you tell me that I don't think that picture does not do that fish justice, does it, to how it looked in flesh, Cole?
No. For one thing, the gin in real life is not truly reflecting in that image.
Here we go, look, ladies and gents. God blimey. We've had some spectacular corn, but that one's got to be right up there. And that head pattern is just a 101, isn't it?
Well, it's the grey colour under the Kanoko. It's so unusual.
It really is. And 2-year-old 53 cent, of course, you will have seen that one on the Grow Out series featured on the channel. And I think for what level that is, it's actually sat quite keen at 760 at the moment. And still that Sakai Sankey, look. Oh, blimey.
What's that going to look like by end of September, Rick?
I know. Well, this one I've been sat on because I knew it just needed to do a bit more with the sumi. And the bit I didn't know at the time was this, because a bit of shoulder sumi there is transformational.
Yeah.
And not only has it had the piece break just at the back of the head, that has actually started punching through the skin. And that is a game changer for that fish and what that fish can become. It was glowing in bowl as well, weren't it?
Oh. Benny's just on another level, but it's what you get with Sakai.
And here's the one Cole's telling you all is a bit of a snip at the moment. It does look rough as Elcod, doesn't it? Let's face it, right now.
Yeah, but it's transforming, isn't it? It's just starting to change.
Really hard to see on the picture, but obviously we've got the colour in the fins here. Look, you can see the pattern, and it's breaking kind of yellowish and then slowly becoming more orange. And I think we're going to reach a degree of red, but all down this side there and there is absolutely peppered where it's breaking through. And talk about grow. We've had this one outside for really quite a while because there was just no colour. So rather than sell it, we thought we'll wait and see what happens. But the ones I've had inside on the heat have been grow's been bonkers on them, Col, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely bonkers. Right, where are we at in here?
What average, Rick?
You are?
What average? What were they coming out size wise?
The Nisai, I moved one.
Then you were growing on.
They're about 55 cm Nisai.
Yeah, Nisai. Oh.
Bodied up to max as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bodied up to max. So it looks like the first one's dropped off, and Deutsche Yamabuki is about to follow it.
That's a nice buy. That Tancharago Kigoshiki.
They're cool, aren't they?
Oh.
So on the last trip, I know we always praise Coda, don't we, for how much stuff he produces, and I've always wondered kind of how he does it, you know. And I nipped to see him on my last little trip, and he'd actually been spawning. He'd been sleeping in office for the past few nights. And they got a full, and it's because he's using artificial spawning. That's how he's doing it. He's doing so much. So the typical setup is sleeping in office. He got the camera screens on, monitoring fish in fish house. Crazy life that time of year.
Artificial spawning. So is can we say milking the male? What's the terminology?
Basically, he's got a giant orgy going on in net for a little while, and then it starts pulling them out and mixing and matching.
Right.
That's it.
I thought what he was doing was taking sperm from the males, mixing and matching with as the females are producing eggs. But now it's just a mass orgy.
He gets them going. That's how he gets them going.
Really?
Party time, and then starts pulling out what he wants.
I tell you. Well, that explains a lot, don't it? I mean, the variety we get is just exceptional.
Yeah, he's got so much, hasn't he? As an operation, it literally him and his one staff. It's madness.
I mean,
such an hard work.
When you waltz in there and buy a pond, as you do, or has been known to do, go on then. How many varieties will there be in that pond? 10, 12?
I can't even remember it all. So he's got Showa, Ginrin Showa, Deutsch Showa, Ginrin Goshki Showa.
And Achibas, all same.
I think that's that. Achiba, Ginrin Achiba, Deutz Achiba as well. Deutz Kohaku, Ginrin Kohaku, Oddfew Kohaku.
You're up to double figures
Ginrin
now.
Deutz Ginrin Goshki as well. I'm fucking running out of fingers here. Harawaki.
Yeah.
Because Deutz Harawaki and a Pearl Ginrin, Sorogoi, and Kohaku.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're missing some of there.
Yeah. I didn't think we didn't even hit on the Pearl Ginrin Achiba. It's just phenomenal what the guy produces and the level of quality he produces in doing so.
All difficult varieties as well. Really hats off to them guys that do that, because there's so many more bumps in road along the way. It really is. Right, guys, where are we at? That's 2 more lots dropped off. Deutsch Yamabuki, Ginrin Hishowa off now as well. Just the Pearl Ginrin Sorogoi sat at 92.50 on that one. That Saito Ginrin Kohaku still a bit quiet, Cole.
Can you get video? Let's have a look.
Even that's not really catching it, is it?
No, you can see gloss on skin there.
And the size of that body frame, it's not carrying mass volume. It's not been in a growing pond, but the structure.
And I was on about the brightness at Shiroji, weren't I? In bold.
Yeah.
It's whiter than snow.
I think there's intricacies in that pattern that are going to play out nicely, but you need it to grow and stretch out a little bit first. So we're still at 10 minutes to go on that. £100 is the current bid. And then we get into some of the crazy stuff we're stuck in. So the very first dabble in the Nogami Showas and the grower on that is an absolute rocket. And a farm you had your early experience with, Cole, if I remember. Why don't you tell everybody about that? Because that was a once in a lifetime, never be repeated.
My first experience in Nogami was day one, going over there and seeing what it produces in his Showa and Kohaku, which was just off the planet. And then day 3, going over there after we had the earthquake.
Yeah,
jumping into his concrete ponds inside his fish house, saving what we could because all the power off. He'd harvested his mud ponds and everything was just suffocating because there was no oxygen and the concrete ponds were full. So we were literally scooping hundreds of small towsai off the water to get to the live fish in the bottom. And the only thing we could do with them was release them into a mud pond behind his fish house. And we did that with pretty much everything that were in his fish house.
So for a bit of context, folks, this was Cole. This was it? Is the only time you've been?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cole's one and only Japan trip, and it's when the very, very big Chuetsu earthquake hit the Nagata region, and right when you were there, Cole, weren't it?
Yeah.
And you were right in there with Fujio and Ogami, literally helping them fucking save their livelihood.
We were around at Fujio. It was at 6 o'clock the next morning, and he was saying all the power off, exactly the same. He'd just harvested all his mud ponds with his Nisai as well, and just everything was dying. So we took a work party out. There were a Marine with us, and he was an engineer, and we managed to rig up his old generator.
Yeah.
And we were just turning buckets of water over ponds until we could get some more power running. I won't change the experience for nothing. It was frightening. It was scary. But wow, what an experience to be in the middle of a 6.9 earthquake. Yeah. I told you to make them tough where I come from.
I can't disagree with that. I know where you come from, Cole. No, that is... I was crazy because I was due to go out, and obviously that then stopped it. at the time. But madness.
We went and collected Fujio's mum as well that evening.
Yeah.
We went over, is it Mushigami?
Yes.
And his mum were in a hotel, no power on. There were me and this ex-Marine. We took a van down the road, literally dropping down 6-inch, 12-inch where the brakes in the road. But we got there and he went and fetched her out. She was like a little Japanese doll. I mean, she must have been 80-something. She was 16. You know, what they call it? The kimonos.
Well, that's the family business, isn't it?
She was immaculate.
She's still going strong, you know.
Yeah, is she?
Yeah, I can't remember if it was December or very recently. Fujo tends to take me to say hello.
Well, we need to know what the secret is, Rick, because there's one there somewhere.
95, 96.
Yeah.
I think might have been 97 now.
Wowzers. Brilliant.
Unreal. And I was having a natter with her.
Yeah, what's she drinking? It's not Midori boy.
I think not a lot. She seems to struggle keeping her teeth in, bless her.
Yeah, oh dear. Right, how are we getting on?
All right. But anyway, I think that is as an experience not many can speak of. And as we speak of Nogami there, I still remember the year after, well, not even just the year after, the years after, trying to rebuild from that. And even got to one point, it was having to buy fish in. And if you know of Nogami, you know how specialist he is. I mean, for years, it's been 90% Kohaku with these few show, and now he's been ramping the show up. But that particular year, there was freaking Shisui swimming around. And that's how mad it was. Just basically almost whatever he could get his hands from to get some fish in there and rebuild some income.
Yeah.
Madness.
His house, which was a traditional timber-built house, well, it's something like 300 years old, Rick, and it was just literally at 45 degrees, just lent.
I know. They did well to repair it, didn't they?
Yeah, shocking.
And actually, looking back on that whole period, the whole area, there really was just fish availability was bonkers for such a long time. I still
brought back 5 fish. Irrespective of what happened, I managed to bring back 5 fish.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So there you go, folks. There's one that for you. Not many people can say they were there for that. And lucky that you weren't up in mountains cold, to be fair, at the time, because that was devastation.
Listen, 5th floor at hotel bad enough. When I was trying to scamper out there.
Fucking hell. Would you have got, I don't know if you would have done, because I don't think you got far, did you? There was a farm in Urakawa. So that's remember the strait you go through where Terrazzo is? Yeah. And
we went to Terrazzo.
Right. So down there was a big fish house. It was actually 2 stories. Fucking crazy. There were ponds upstairs. And it was called Kasugi.
Yeah. And it was one of the ponds end up in the river.
Yeah, the whole fucking fish house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just white, just literally slid down, gone.
Yeah. Wowzers. And we were there the day before.
He had like a 1.1 meter chagoi or something cruising around. I still remember Fujo making light of it that
this is my girlfriend. Honey bear.
Yeah, Kasugi chagoi swimming around in Shinano River.
Yeah.
So crazy stuff.
Hey, don't get me on about these Saito chagois.
Not Kano ones, you mean?
Yeah, Kano, sorry.
Yes, I know. There's been some pretty good going on them, to be fair. And where we're at the moment, folks, we've got a hell of a battle going on the Saito Sankey, which has actually slipped us by a little bit, because I think that one there, look, my words exactly on that one, that if you've got an eye for potential, you'll see what's sat there in that, and it's quite clear that that a few have. Where are we at on the rest? I hope Ginrin Kowaku's going for a bargain, bit looks of it. Still no more movement on that, and we're into that last 3 minutes now as well. Right, old battle going on Sankey. All quiet down here. Then, of course, the Akamatsuba's first few, including growing, these things are going to fly. That I can assure you. They're separated out of the batch I've got at the minute, so they've got a bit more space to flex. And these 3 that we've got in were 3 of the bigger ones from the batch as well, especially that one. That just stood out cold, in it, the body line on the thing.
Yeah, look at the balance of that. Even at this age.
And we've finally got a bit of movement on the Sakai.
Makes sense.
Another 20 quid on there make me feel a bit better. Still a steal. There's got to be a bit more to come from that one yet, I'm sure. So there we have it, Nagami Showa. Look, that's one of them that I think I said it in the appraisal on this. A lot of people mistakenly think that it's going to be too dark, and it's just not what happens, because this Sumi style, that Sumi style there is completely fixed. So where you see it is where the Sumi is and will be. There'll be no more coming from elsewhere. And when you actually look, it's areas like that little pocket there. That is Shiroji. It always will be. The Shiroji here. So as that starts to grow, that actually becomes more prominent within the pattern. This is Shiroji here and always will be. It's them little bits people mistakenly think will fill in, but because of the Sumi type, it never will. You get tightening of the
stepped as well, right?
Exactly. You take that and kind of just stretch everything out a bit and put a little bit more Shiroji into that pattern, and all of a sudden, especially with that head pattern it's got as well.
Yeah.
Game on. Got a hell of a battle going on that Sankey. I hope someone's activated the anti-snipe on the Ginring call.
That's me, Rick. I know I'm not allowed.
You weren't having it.
Good job, I'm not allowed. Yeah, there's a couple on there this evening. I'll be all over it.
Oh, brilliant. And then, the other good news, Phil, you might have seen, I think I mentioned it on there because we've got a new journal video dropped on the channel. We do now have Luke, the new videographer, nice, very well settled in, and the content is starting to fly again, which is very nice to see. And in the background, we're working on something quite cool, Col, aren't we? Don't get saying out.
I'm not saying nothing. Warts and all, eh, Rick?
Absolutely. But as well as that, on Friday, I restarted doing the Secrets of Koi Keeping series, which is going to be nice. So I think hopefully next week we'll roll the first new version of that out as well, which will be sweet. Where are we at then? Sankey, last 45 seconds on that at the moment. And Ginrin Kohaku's up to 120, Col. They're keeping us hanging on that one.
Yeah, that'll run for a while, that.
Nagami Showa's had some movement.
Again, Ray, you said he's growing on that as well?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Which fish were it last week that were getting you building another pond? There were quite a few from what I remember. I'm sure there was some you just didn't shut up. I can't remember what it was.
So the reason I'm looking out at window trying to remember is I fall in love with something, and then you drop something else in bowl, and I fall in love with that one. Oh, it's endless. But yeah, it gets your juices flowing. You think, yeah, I need to get building.
Quality. Still got a bit of movement. They're having some right fun with anti-snipe on that one. They really are. And Deutz Kajaku slipped under radar again as well.
That again in bowl. That looked fabulous.
They're a tough fish.
and try to identify the variety, as you do.
Well, that's an interesting point, isn't it? Let's fire that out, because this is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, go on, embarrass me in front of the whole nation. I'll take it for the team, Rick.
So there it is. Now, so Deutsch Kajaku, Benny Kikukuryu, and all them Kikukuryu variants, I think you've got a lot of blurry lines here. It doesn't actually help that Saito, in producing these, actually mixes quite a few of them together. But the big way to tell here really is the coloration. So we've got the two variants of Kikukuryu, the Kikukuryu, the yellow one, and again, of course, the Benny one. Now, you can get some Kikukuryu that are of a more orangey ilk. Not too many, but you'll get the odd one from a Marasaka and Ikarashi Azumi. But Deutsch Kajaku, generally, we're talking silver/dark silver with orange, deep orange coloration. And one of the big things they get, it's that scale line down the back is a big differentiator, down the lateral. And in an absolute top prime example, you'll get that scale line right from the back of the head all the way down. But fuck me, that's not easy. Because as much as I can think of, there's only him and Miyatora at the moment who produces anything along the Deutsch Kajaku lines. They are mega difficult. So that's the one. Benny Kikukuryu, yes, you can sometimes get that scale line, but typically this coloration, in my opinion, sits right between the two. And with those, you'll tend to get more of that kind of gunmetal grey base. And in some strains of Kikukuryu, like the Aoki one, you actually get proper sumi in the pattern as well. Beautiful. Does that help, Paul? Is that going to help you next time around?
It does help, but your eye, it's just
practiced.
Well, practice, but the thing is as well, you can see it from 25 yards where the rest of us can't.
It's well practiced. If I couldn't figure that out by now, I think I'll have to get it up as a bad. So yes, there's another one, and 350, I think, is a lot of fish for the money right now. Head pattern, the whole flow of the pattern, actually, absolutely lovely. Really is nice and clean around the head, fins, you name it, good solid shine. Like I say, not an easy fish to source. I hope we're still going strong on Ginring, Cole.
Yeah, there's still something like that, right?
Get all back out and do it again tomorrow, and figure out what we're putting in next week as well. So what we got now, just past. So at 10:02, folks, we've got the sprint auctions coming up, and you need to stand by this week. 5 of them all together. We've got a minute apart.
Well, we're done by 7:30 now. Only my cleaner comes to turn my bed down. They do here in Barbados, mate.
Where have you even found that background?
It's on something you provided me with. I just went exploring.
Jesus. Every day is a school day, isn't it? Every day is a school day. So I think you're on with leak finding mission tomorrow again, Cole. One to put back together, aren't you?
Yeah, one to put back together.
Then another leak to go and find.
Yeah. I think what we can do is we'll set Greenhouse 2 up and start and look for the leak whilst I get that one finished off in Greenhouse 1 with new liner.
I think it's got to be a blaring one somewhere, because that's just hemorrhaging water.
It is. Phenomenal amount of water every day. I tell you, I swear down, we're going to go in there one day, there'll be a sinkhole. Your dad shouting for help.
Yeah, it's a pain in the arse, isn't it? It really is. And why I've had so many of them seem to go all at the same time as well. just further adding to the burden.
These things come to try us.
So,
but we've got some help coming. The cavalry's coming in.
I just can't. Oh, here we go. This is going to make for an interesting chat, isn't it? So, obviously, me and you has been in full admiration of the Boxweld liner, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah.
And I know, am I right in saying your last pond? Did you have a Boxweld in that?
No, I actually had that fiberglass. The one prior to that, I had a Boxweld. Never had no trouble.
I know I'd seen one. So I decided to post that little picture on Facebook when you had it all laid out, looked superb. And the picture went mad. I think it's reached something like 36,000 people since I posted it, and it sparked a ripe old debate off.
Yeah.
And there was, of course, I know a few people in there that clearly don't know my background in it. Just kind of pointing out, would never have a liner. If you see it, well, back one comment made me piss. Here we go. If you're serious about koi keeping, you'd have fiberglass.
Really?
Yeah. Gosh. That one tickled me. But I think there's
two things: cost and time.
Cost, time, and safety.
Yeah.
This is a big one. So I mean, it hit home for me because this is about exposure to problems. Now, there's no doubting. I mean, if we take the case of like the fiberglass tanks that are being made, which have been revolutionary for the industry as far as I'm concerned, plug and play ponds, the standard of those they're done in factory conditions, aren't they?
Exceptional.
So that they've got the perfect environment for fiberglass to be done properly, nothing to interfere, and they finish everything. They're top drawer. That done like that, happy days. On-site fiberglassing is a bit of a different beast.
Absolutely.
You're playing with the environment, maybe suboptimal conditions, sometimes trying to get it sorted. And then not only that, I mean, the fiberglass tanks, there's two premier prestigious pros in Denby and the EZ guys that do them. There's a lot out there doing the on-site stuff that probably aren't as experienced, and it's certainly not something you can cut a corner on.
Rick, I've witnessed it. I don't want to mention no names, but I built a pond for somebody, and he had it fiberglassed. He had 3 quotes, took the cheapest quote, which I warned him against.
Yeah.
I went round 2 weeks later, he says, "What do you think?" I says, "Rip it all out."
Yeah.
And that were a big expense, just short of $2,000. And he literally had to rip it all out because he would have had nothing but problems. And that's what you don't want.
Yeah. So I'm not advocating against it. I mean, a superbly well fiberglass pond, superb. But there's all the elements to it, isn't there? I would never be like that kind of comment. If you're serious about koi keeping, you need fiberglass. I mean, that's just an absolute dipshit comment because, I mean, in Europe, especially liners and on-site welding liners, so you can get any kind of shape, have it done immaculately. It's a big, big thing, but it's one thing that'll never let you down. Most come with a lifetime guarantee, 25 years. If they do go wrong, you whip it out, whip another one in, generally, like we're doing up there, not too bad. But there's zero chance of any problems from toxicity or a bad fiberglass job, because when you get a bad one and it starts going wrong, it will create problems in your pond that will just keep going on and on and on. And I say that from first-hand experience. You've seen it there, Cole. I've dealt with 2 big cases in as many years just gone, where one was a massive 15,000-gallon pond. I think this pond, when I got to it, had a permanent trickle that was running so fast, itself was mental. But I think if it wasn't for that, the toxicity from this dodgy fiberglass job would have killed the fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really do. That's how bad it was, because like the mucus on there were no shine, they were flat, and the mucus was so thick whenever I pulled a fish out to do a scrape. And obviously when you eventually eliminate everything else from it, you're not left with much of anything else, and it's not stuff you can pick up on any of the laboratory testing. And then just recently as well, another one which was a poor job done was another case I've been working on. I'd used all my little tricks to try and rectify this fish flashing problem and not looking right. And it got to the point where I said, I'm convinced it's the fiberglass.
Yeah.
There was a few little indicators that it probably weren't quite right. Sure enough, stripped it down. And this thing, I mean, the top coat's just constantly peeling away.
Yeah.
So God knows, I don't know what extent that
depends
would
on
do.
Weather conditions. If it's not cured properly, you've had it.
Particulate in the water, maybe. I've got no idea. So it's not, again, that's not to put anyone off. Like I say, and Satch is saying here, and someone else on chat on website, of course, you know, it's fiberglass done by the proper guys.
Yeah,
and they will know as well. A proper guy, a proper pro will walk on, and if they know that the conditions are suboptimal, they won't do it.
Yeah.
Plain and simple, innit? Oh, Col, we've got distracted there in that conversation, haven't we? But anyway, just back to it. The liner, the company I use, I don't actually know if they sell directly, folks. But Russet's Developments used them for years. They tend to come in more competitively than a lot of the other guys. Some of that branded stuff out there. Service is top notch, and that was a very, very good box weld liner, Col, weren't it?
Yeah, I'm measured correctly. Just let me point out, Rick.
I gear that one.
Thank God.
I gear that one.
I would have blamed Dan.
Your head were on block with that one. Yeah. I'd have took that one. I'd have let you do that. Right, where we at? Someone got a steal on the Deutsch Kajaku. It went final price $350.
Wow. Good
deal there. And we are now, Nogami Showa is in the last minute of the battle on that. Ginrin Koaku's still going, Col.
There you go.
175 now. Ginrin Chag's in the last, and we're 8 minutes off the sprint auction starting as well. So all going on. Well, we're down at the bottom end of it. Still no further movement on the golden corn, although there is 24 minutes left. People got time to antagonize over that one a bit longer. I'll tell you what I should share, so see if I can drop it.
I was going to say, share what we've got in Greenhouse 2.
No, I weren't on about that. Don't be doing that,
yeah.
Col. That one I showed you on my phone the other day that I've got at Taniguchi's.
Oh, give over. Don't do it, Rick.
Yeah. See if
you'll end up with 8 mail. we won't be jealous at all.
Oh, last 5 seconds on Nagami. It's going to be gone. Auction ended. That is that one over. We've got a new owner on it.
They'll be highly satisfied with that.
Jason there saying he's had a fiberglass many of his ponds now, and no one's ever had a problem. No, that's it. So it's when it's done properly.
Yeah.
And obviously someone, they sand it down properly. You've not got loads of freaking daggers sticking outside of it, because I've seen that plenty of times as well.
And it's sealed properly to bottom drain, anti-skimmer, no problem. If it's not sealed properly and water's getting behind it, that's where your problems start.
And then the other bit that does come into that is, of course, the cost. It is not cheap. And there's a massive price disparity versus a quality box weld liner.
Yeah.
So my sort of takeaway is don't be led into thinking you need fiberglass. You don't. And you will, if you put the prep work in the same, you will get the same result out. There ain't going to be no creases in that thing, Col, is there?
And then also everything comes down to budget rate. You know, if you're on a budget like most of us are, I would sooner, and I'd say 80% of my ponds have always been fiberglass. However, there's nothing wrong with having a box liner if you want to put a little bit more investment into your filtration.
Yep.
You know, you pays your money, you takes your choice.
That's the one. Right, we've got someone asking me there. So, all right, someone asking where the sprint auctions are going to be. The sprint auctions will be on the website along with everything else, and they are up in 6 minutes. And in the meantime of that, I am going to show you what I showed Cole the other day. I have shared this on Facebook, man, but it's just filth.
This is not one. Rick, you're naughty.
It's one of, I think 5 I might have there. That's weird. It's so funny. I vibed up to pond when I was in there, and I start looking, I went, fuck, because they're swimming around in a pond of smaller sort of Go-Sanki. And I looked and went, fucking hell, that's mint. And I looked over and I went, oh, that's fucking mint and all. And then it just clicked back and then I went, I'm fucking sure that's mine. Let's have a look. There it is. Don't even know. I'm sure it's in the 70s now. Or getting on for it.
I will say that net, that's got to be what?
Oh, it's a big one.
Is it 80 cm? Perhaps even bigger than that, isn't it? It's about 120.
Yeah. Hey up, looks like Paul's the one who was grabbing the Nagami shower. Well done, mate.
Is he? Well done, Paul.
As well. You just need that Sakai Sanki to go with it now, mate. I know you love one of them as well. But yeah, look at that. Serious stuff.
How old is it, Rick?
Sansai.
Yeah, beautiful.
So I can't wait for autumn again. That place, though, I mean, it was just a dream again. Just down there, obviously, he's busy and chaotic as usual. He's just made a huge investment and acquisition as well, which I'm not gonna. It's not my place to say out about it, but he's fair fucking play to him. But then, of course, he was busy culling in and around everything else, and to be able to sit, he stopped because he was doing Sanki and Kohaku, which was a new parent set he'd used, which was a Dainichi Kohaku crossed with his own Sanki, first time spawning. And we're nattering away about Golden Corn. He told me it's a 3rd generation spawning he's on now. And there were some there, the fry were there, so he stopped what he was doing and started on them, so I could see it, and that was, everyone knows I'm mad for him, but to see them at that point and what it was doing. But the fascinating, sorry Lee, what's the website for the auctions? Ricky Stoddart Nishikigoi.com. You can scan the QR code or get yourself on there, Lee, and signed up. It's all happening. All the links are in the description as well. The bit that was fascinating, so we're chatting away, and this year he wants to focus on what are my favourite ones, the Ginrin that are the white base with the yellow Kanoko. That's what he's got his sight set on. I'm watching selection. I'm obviously asking him some questions, sort of away we go with it. And I went, well, I says, these yellow ones that he was rejecting, by the way. I says, are these the yellow ones, the original type that get the red Kanoko? Yeah. I went, right. And as he were chucking away, I says, what are you doing with them then? You putting them somewhere else? No. You're getting rid.
Well, tell me more. And?
No, it's fucking getting rid. That's it.
Well, you didn't snap them up.
It wouldn't. It's not a practical thing to do, but that's it. End of it. This is how people have to understand that, like, the availability of varieties in Japan often comes down to the mentality at the cull. And it just reminded me how the level of discipline these guys have, because I noticed my own thing. I'm looking and I couldn't get past what he was throwing away. It was fucking melting my brain. But he's just bosh, just gone, because he's focused on getting the white one.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, because even he knows with that variety, there's white ones he was getting rid of that probably will end up fantastic.
Yeah.
But then he's also got one eye on the numbers at the same time.
I think it would have fried anybody's brain.
It's crazy. But they are obviously always working within the confines of space issues, as we all do.
Yeah.
But madness. Absolute madness.
And trying to develop his perception of where he wants to be with what he's doing.
The bit as well that I also found interesting, and I believe this will be the case because obviously we see so many of them just coming white. So when they're around that 15 centimeter mark, they're just white, aren't they? Showing very little. They were probably showing more pattern at that point, which was interesting. I think the stage of development must be they might show, and then what's happening is as they grow into that next step,
falling away.
Your age is thickening, it's falling away, and you're just left with the randomness. But it was amazing how much pattern a lot of them were showing.
That's interesting to see. It's there at a young age of development, but then as Shiroji develops, it's covered, and then of course it's coming through later.
It was so cool. So cool. I should probably have a look. Oh, folks, first sprint auction's up. Oh. What's happened? Are you there, Col?
I'm here.
I froze my end. Anyway, first sprint auction is live, ladies and gents. Get yourself on there. There's going to be one drop every minute from here on in. I think I need to stick another coin in meter. I don't know what's happened my end. I've completely froze.
You've not completely froze. You look like a robot.
I've got a spinning wheel going on and all sorts. So you might be flying solo in a minute, Col.
I've got no point of reference.
I daren't touch out. Daren't touch out. I've got no clue. Oh, hang on. I might be back.
You there, Rick? Well, guys, it looks like we're on its own till Rick can get back with us. I'm quickly referencing where we are on the auction at the moment. And from what I can see, the next one due to end is the Otsuka Matsuba. Yes, Mickey, we've lost Ricky. What we got left on this Matsuba? We're going into the last 25 seconds. Currently at 385. This is including growing. And that one's now got a new owner.
Well, that were a nightmare.
What happened there, Rick?
Computer just completely froze.
What you did, shut it down and restarted it?
Yeah. Nightmare. There we go. Anyway. Sprint auctions. Are they firing on?
I've got no reference this side, Rick. You're going to have to educate me on that one.
Yes,
all I've got is
what? I can see it. We are on. I don't know which. Been and gone. Yes, they're all on there. All on there. Hell of a battle going on that Ginrin Chagstone. All my setups all skewed here right now as well. But if someone hadn't missed it, there's an NND Sankey there that's a Nisai. Oh, they've got it. Someone's got it. Coda Benigoi I've thrown in as well randomly because there was a right battle for them normally. And a Nisai Coda Ginrin Showa. Only got a 50 quid start bid on it. No one snapped it yet. And it's 41 cm that. Did you cope with that, Nicole? I'm not all like what Satch is saying here as well. I don't ever like hearing out about 50% off.
I was trying to give you, not to do too much to get people excited while you were away. But I just referencing what current situation we're on auctions.
Nice. Anyway, we're back. I think.
We've only got one Matsuba left to go.
Oh, it's the one as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Super long body line and battle on them Chags is pretty nuts.
How good were they?
Still no nibble on that Ginrin Showa. It's going to be a crazy change with the Sumi on that. 40 odd cm. It's got a £50 start bid. And there's a minute and a half to go. You could snap that at the last minute. Shinoda as well.
That's going to continue to develop.
Well, when we harvested it, I'm not sure you'll remember, but back in September, it didn't have any. Yeah. Absolutely none.
No, it didn't. And you said I will hang on to that and prove it will come.
Oh, there you go. Someone's grabbed it now.
$41 cm.
Thank you, we're a bargain. Oh, Ginringoski ended while I was gone as well. That's a pretty spectacular fish. Been a great battle on that. All I can hear upstairs is Arthur on his freaking gaming. Been all day, you hear bangs and shouting and screaming because they've got headsets on and all. Jesus Christ. Harriet come with me helping me sort that pond out and did no but sing.
Rachel's got a right bargain on this Shinoda Showa.
Hello, what's it done? I'm not actually looking.
91 quid.
Wow.
41 cm.
Hey, there we go. That's the sprint auctions for those that are paying attention.
Yeah.
But at the big business end of it right now, we're getting close. We are the battles. Looks like the two Chags are closing now. The last Akamatsuba, then still no further movement on the Golden Corn. Sakai Sanki's hotting up a little bit more now as well. And no movement on your Metallic Asagi call.
Darn yet, Rick.
180 quid bargain. When you get this last move done, then are you building your last pong call as well?
Yes, yeah, I will be.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah, but I'm not. I can't do it this way. We just bought this just to refurb and just
Sorry,
flip
Cole.
it.
Let me just stop you a minute. Someone asking where do I bid? You head over to Ricky Stoddart Nishikigoi.com. You can use the QR code above, which will get you straight into registration. You can follow along the live stream and everything there as well. I probably should let that run. Look, that'll help you out. And it's all over there. So that's where you get in, and everything is managed, and all the links are in the description as well.
First check's gone right.
Has it?
Yeah, that's a great. I've always wanted that 80 to 90 cm chagoi, that colour. That's a grail fish.
You're not asking for much, Cole.
Yeah.
Just 80 to 90.
Yeah.
Can't beat a big chag.
Every pond's got to have one, Rick.
I tell you what, though, the serious people underestimate. Marido has a lot of these, right? Big stuff. Obviously, these aren't Marido, it's the Cano ones, but Marido being a big player in that scene, the prices they're commanding these days, no wonder it's big business there, serious business, because that big stuff, serious brass. That's before you get to shipping them.
Well, when I went, he got some Yamabuki ogre, and the shipping costs were phenomenal back then.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't see any koi or bids. Over on the website, you will. RickyStartNishikigoi.com. In the auctions, you can hit the QR code there, or links in description, and there are 5 lots still ongoing.
30 seconds left on Ginrin Chagoi.
I've lost it off my screen to share it, folks, unfortunately. Right, sorry, I butted in then, Cole. So this your last pond.
Yeah. We just bought this property to flip it, try and claw back what we lost during COVID, basically. Yeah. Next move will be the final move, and that's when I'll be building again. She's gone. Oh,
which one? No, got anti-sniped, hasn't it?
Yeah. Ends in another 2. Yeah, somebody just jumped in.
Oh, I tell you what, we haven't even spoke. We have not said a word about that great lump of an NND Kindai that's into its last minute now. Female Nisai is an absolute unit. It's got that proper vibrant NND skin as well, especially in the Shiroji side of it.
And she's a she.
Absolutely. Let me pull that there. See if I can get the screen view back.
30 seconds left on Kindai Shower. That's a unit.
It was exactly that. There we go. I've got it. There it is, look. Last 10 seconds. I don't think that's had any movement since earlier today, actually. Very good buy. Gonna be a lot of change come from that one. Hell of a lot. And then last game, Chag still at it. Sakai Sankey still a bargain. And then no further movement on the corn yet, which I think is doing very well for whoever's leading that one at the minute. And then the sprint auctions were a real steal, weren't they? Actually said I don't even know if anybody missed them. Let's have a look. There we go. That was them then. Benny Camonru, 30 quid. Dakota Deutsch Tancho, 27. Ginrin Benny, 65. That's a snip for what they've been going for. Nisai Sankey 185 and the Coda Ginrin at 91. That is why, ladies and gents, you have to be here at that time on the live to get your chance at them.
Happy days.
I did tell you I'd be having some fun with them over time. What's dropped off?
20 seconds left on last Ginrin, Chagoy.
20 seconds. These have been the big, big, greedy ones in the batch as well. They really have. Which is always, that's just ones, as well as looking at the structure elements of stuff. Of course, when you've got a batch of fish and you see them ones that naturally shoot out in front, you just know they're inclined to just continue that pace. Also important that I get them out of the way as well, because they really do become dominant. There's no, it's no coincidence they get as big as they get. The one right now, it looks like the golden corn.
Yeah,
it's walking away.
Kill that video up, right?
Hang on. Oh. It looked insane on video, Luke did. I hope you like that, folks. What did you think, actually, to the preview video, ladies and gents, that we put together? I think Luke did a lovely job of that one. But yeah, look at that. Ain't getting too many of these end up like this.
Just gone back out to 3 minutes, right?
Are we hot in? Whoa, someone's just gone big on that. What did that jump from?
It's 7 something, isn't it?
Look how that went down.
It's still a lot of fish, right?
Crikey. It is mega. Obviously, we're getting a lot do very well. That is clear. You know, the collection of them I've got is quite remarkable. But when you consider we started at 600 with that batch, and you're down to like the 20 odd I've got, and there ain't been too many. I mean, this has obviously come together quite early. I've got a couple of the white base ones really threatening to come good, but there's still no assurances. Mega fish, and that Sakai Sankey as well. That right now, 595 quid with the growing bundle in. And in a minute, I think Cole's going to be bidding on that metallic Kasagi for his pond ready when he's got his pond ready.
You know, I'm honestly thinking about having this conversation with you at this point, because this evening alone, I could have bought enough of these to stock my next pond.
Been no sign of them this year either. Not a thing. It might be one of them things he's just got bored of already.
I mean, I know what that Sakai Sankey is going to look like when you've done with it. Oh,
yeah. Golden corn sorting up. Someone's just triggered anti-snipe again. We're at 911 now on that one.
Happy days.
Tom on N&D Sankeys. Yes, mate. We're working round to that one, pal. And took my foot off gas with mine while they're still in there, looking great. Who we got? It looks like we've got two battling it away on that corner at the minute. Meanwhile, last minute on Sakai Sankey, still 595. People, you're really going to let that slip away? Only a tenner. Another tenner and it's yours. That'll be one of them to share end at growing period.
Yeah, look, yeah.
With the video right. Oh, someone's had another tenner on it. There we go.
Well, makes sense.
I'll say it again. It's someone else's now for another tenner. It is a banger, though. Of course, I've no Sakai Tosai. I fucked it up, didn't I? Waiting for usual slot when I buy them, and there was none.
Ouch.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, back to drawing board for that one for next time round. 6.15 on the Sakai now, and Golden Corn's had more movement, and Metallica Saga's had some movement. Cole,
yeah,
sleep better now, mate.
We can only say as we see it, right?
Hotting up now. So 980 on the Corn, 200 on the Metallica Saga, and 6.15 on the Sankey. If I do leave this on the screen, guy, I don't know if there's any. There probably will be a delay from what's on the screen to what you're actually seeing if you're live on the website. So pay attention to what's on the website if you're actually competing in there. Let's see where we. That's quite a nice lineup. Even just looking at them three, that's Sankey though, the fucking body line on it as well. I even shared on the video because obviously, yes, it is male, but there's that 4-year Sakai Kohaku I've raised up from 15 cm to 75 cm. Absolutely no messing. These things, if they've got the body line, they've got the genetics, you give them the conditions, they will go. And it's fish like that. I'm absolutely, to be honest, fuming. I've not got in Japan to look at using as potential male fish in future. Still movement on all them three people making the most of the anti-snipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any more to come on the Sankey?
I've got to say, Rick, that Sankey's by at evening.
Oh, it's all moving around at the minute. You'll see as they keep shuffling, it's because as obviously the bid comes in the last 3 minutes, it adds 3 minutes on. It's looking like it right now, Colin, it?
Yeah.
Given the sort of money Matsubas and Chags and bits are gone for that to be at that money, it's got its original breeder certificate as well. Hell of a fish.
But I'll look at that. Same as you say. You took kept a photograph of that now, Rick. And then showing it when we've done with it.
Yes, well, we've got the picture and obviously on the systems. That's the other part of this, ladies and gents. If you are new to this, let me show you what I'll let Cole keep an eye on the action. But as soon as you've completed your purchase, what you can build up on here is your digital collection, so to speak. So your My Collection page. Yeah, I've just got a couple of snotters in mine. And you see it look like collection cards, like trading cards. You've got all your details on there. And if you have got a fish growing with me, it's a whole different part of the process where in this section, at the end of your current growing period, you'll get an update and you'll actually graph it and progress, show you the befores, afters, keep track of all the size. But you can build up that collection on here as it stands. If you are new as well, you can, where are we at on that? Oh, it's all happening, isn't it? You can also in your profile set yourself a username, unique username if you want that visible on the platform, and also make your whole profile public if you want. So if you are about in the chat in there, look, your username will show up. And if you, what you can do, you can actually choose which fish you display publicly in your collection as well for others to view. So that's where we're at with that. It is something we are building more and more functionality into. Part of the bigger picture, the experience that we are trying to build. Obviously, you can come on here, look, and enjoy the live chat.
Golden Corn's gone right.
Has it?
Yeah, it's ended. What a fish!
What are you on? I don't think it has.
It does.
It hasn't. You have something going wrong on your end, Col. Sankey's about to go. I've still got 2 minutes 18 on Golden Corn.
Well, mine says it's ended.
That might be one for Dan to look at.
Yeah.
Because literally, if you look on screen,
screenshot now.
I've done take a screenshot. That screen here is live. I've just refreshed it again. Because the Sankey is about to go 625 quid. And we're also about the Metallic Asagi is about to drop off. 270 on that. I think fair money for where it's at. And that just leaves, of course, with the Golden Corn.
Well, that's weird because mine says it's ended. But
and Mickey says it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, God knows. I hope Dan's watching this.
Yeah, so I've got, let's say, 2015. Mine's saying it's ended, but yours are still running.
Very strange. Oh, we'll see. I hope Dan is watching. Can't beat a technical error, Cole, can you?
No. But he's bloody good at it. He's some Sherlock Holmes, that guy. Getting his due.
Let me have a look, actually. I'm just having a browse into the admin to see what... Yeah, that is weird because even in the admin we're still live, so we might have just stumbled upon something there. Maybe an issue with the anti-snipe, but it is now in its last 10 seconds anyway. And I think we'll be gone from there. It's officially gone now.
Yeah. Whew.
And we will we'll look into that, but it was what I had on the screen did seem to be correct anyway, but we'll investigate. There we go. Good night, Cole.
Yeah, the one I would have bought, that Sakai Sankey, somebody's got a right bargain there.
I gave him that.
Good
I think that was the deal of the night.
That's exciting for whoever's bought that.
Right, you only get some shut eye. Make sure you got plenty of energy for tomorrow.
Bosh.
Happy days. Right, ladies and gents. Well, thank you very much to everybody who's joined us, participated, and I'll actually be back this week with question time, and yeah, we'll get a nice spread prepared. Oh, this Friday we are going to attempt our live pondside sale using the platform for the second time round. We've tweaked it, we've recreated, reworked the process. Fingers crossed it'll all be good, but it's going to be just after lunchtime, and so yeah, sort of mid-afternoon I reckon we'll be about ready to go. So if you are available, you can join us. If you can't, any fish that don't sell there and then join the live stream will actually sit on the koi for sale part of this as fixed price listings for a little while. So there we go. I'll see you at morning, Cole, and I'll catch everybody else on Wednesday. Cheers, folks.